Hello and welcome to Monster Hunter World, a game I've been playing almost non-stop ever since I got my hands on it just because of how much fun it is. Now in this video I wanted to essentially, I needed to go hunting for parts to begin with, so I can make myself some upgrades, well weapon upgrades and stuff, and I wanted to hunt down Legiana, which is one of the upgrades that I wanted to do. And of course I decided to make a video because I don't know if you feel like you need some help with Legiana. I also wanted to record defeating her because it's a big deal. Legiana is the apex predator of the Coral Highlands, and I want to make a record of it. So if you want to feel free to use this as a guide to hunt her down. I can defeat her quite easily. It's not a big deal with her. She's actually she just might be the easiest of all the apex predators to kill. In fact, I would actually advise some people to use her first before you actually go to the rest guys, just to understand, get a concept as to how most of them work. Even though I guess, if I'll be honest, of all the apex predators that I've actually faced so far, I haven't progressed too much into the story. I don't even know where I am at, in the story, where it is end or anything, because I love just exploring the worlds and playing and having fun and hunting the monsters down. So it's a case of I just like playing. That I don't really progress the story until I've actually done everything that I can do in one area. So we're gonna go on an expedition. This is where I am right now. This is as far as I've gone, as far as the story base goes. I'm supposed to go here to do something and report, so we can go deeper here, just as a reference. But we're going to the Coral Highlands to hunt down Legiana, who is thankfully always available. Is Rathalos available as well? Oh, he is. Rathalos is always available every time I actually check, just because I wanted to check. Diablo sometimes isn't available, but now he actually is. Now that I'm actually after someone else. Well, that's something. Let's go to the first one, the 12th one. So you want to go to the 12th camp that you unlock as soon as you what do you call it? As soon as you come into the Coral Highlands, you will unlock your first objective is to unlock a new campsite, and you want to use that one because it's the fastest one to the monster. And when you're in expedition mode, the monsters do tend to leave after, I don't know, is it 30 minutes, I think, tops? I believe it is. So, you want to definitely get to hunting Legiana immediately. So, now, when it comes to battle, I use the light bow gun. It's kind of my favorite weapon right now. It shoots at a distance, deals damage, and also allows you. It also gives you a lot of maneuverability. So I kind of like using it a lot more than I use anything else. And its ammunition also has a strategy. So I'll explain that as I'm playing. I just need to get a feel of it because I haven't used it as much. Okay, everything is fine. So. Camp 12, as you'll see, immediately we have footprints, Legiana's footprints, just there. So this is the camp that I'm actually at. You can actually see Legiana over here, and yeah, we can just follow these. You might as well acquire everything on the way. Always pick up stuff that you can along the way of either hunting down monsters, even in battle, when you're hunting them down. Now Legiana will actually come to this area right here. She's always here in this area once you begin the game. And she's also she'll always actually attack you. So, she attacks you in proximity. So, all you really have to do is just wait here a little bit, just a few seconds, and yeah, you'll actually notice these guys are here. They will actually run away as soon as she appears, and yeah, just head for the skies, and she will actually appear. So, yeah, this is the relevant area. Every monster actually has a specific area that they actually they tend to switch around. And yeah, okay, so Legiana is now coming here. She's actually coming to this location. You'll actually notice that she's right there. You'll actually notice that I have her full set, along with my Palico having her full set. I should have given him a different gun, just to make it a bit more, just to make it, here comes the scream. While she's screaming at me, I'm just going to switch to my thunder ammo, because she's weak against that. And we are going to, the battle begins. So Legiana's abilities are kind of a little bit easier to dodge. All you have to do is just read your enemy and just read her dodging. Ooh. Always try to dodge after most attacks that you do, and always keep an alert, because they will actually, well, obviously attack. Now, most of her elemental attacks can be a big pain if they hit you, but they're only effective if they actually hit you. And with this, I actually have resistance, so it's cool. My Palico over there is giving me a lot of buffs, which is awesome. I want to lead her to this thing, if I can. And you want to aim with thunder ammo straight for her wings. That's the key, because it deals high damage, and you want to break her wings to force her to the ground as much as possible. Thanks to the gun, you can actually attack her at a distance, and just, you know, keep her at bay, while also watching for her wings. And if you are soloing, and I do, I mean, you can. That's a choice. Ow, I wasn't paying attention. If you're soloing, I do recommend having your Palico equipped well, because your Palico will actually distract her very well. And when you are using the guns, you definitely want that distraction. Not hitting at the wrong thing. Let's just wait for that attack. Let's go attack. Okay. The only thing you have to watch with the light bowgun is the recoil of the gun. That's pretty much the only thing you want to watch out. And maybe some good accuracy. That always helps as well. And decided to push it a little bit. Okay. So, you shoot at her wings. Try to break them. It takes a while. And some accuracy. I need to attack her from the sides. This is the perfect moment to actually attack her, when she's actually on the ground, because her wings are tucked up. There, that's one wing broken. Gotta go for the other one. So it is beneficial to actually try and read her moves when she attacks, in which position she's going to be at. Whoop. And yeah, you have to break her wings. That's actually the first thing that you want to do. Ah. I hate that scream. That is her wings gone. Now for her tail. I do recommend slicing her tail. I just walk right into that. Whoops. Let's do some killing, because why not? Ow! I didn't know she was gonna attack for me. Okay, well then. Whoa, she's mad. Okay, she is very mad. What is my Palico doing? He's supposed to be distracting her. Well, 2 mega potions right off the bat. Okay. So, you want to use slicing ammo for her wings, for her tail. In fact, that actually works very nicely with even Rathalos and Rathian as well, to actually remove their tails. So I do recommend doing that. She's going to go forward here, so we're going to go follow her. So after this area over here, she goes immediately down right here. So yeah, you want to get ready for that. There she is. I might as well grab this thing. Here she comes. Need to place this here. Get some cover from that. So that's good. Ow! Oh, I'm stunned. That's not very good. I hate stunning. I hate being stunned. It's the most annoying thing ever in the world. Okay, so those guys are fighting. Come on, stun her. Thank you. Why am I not using my slicing ammo? There we go. So, use that slicing ammo. Watch out for the recoil, because the recoil is really the biggest problem that you're going to have dealing with the guns. And we are going to be attacking her non-stop. That's her wing, that's her thingy broken. So now we go for pierce ammo. And go straight for the head. Aim for the head immediately. The head is actually the easiest one to deal damage to. Actually, it also deals the highest damage. We've also broken her head, which is good. Breaking parts obviously means extra parts that you can actually like harvest. I hate that scream. Of all the things, the scream is probably the thing that I hate the most. Where is, I placed a trap somewhere around here. Try to lure her towards this trap over here. So, too far up into the sky. No, I got her. There we go. Good solo hits. I found that the pierce ammos are kind of the best ammos to actually use, because they pierce multiple. As long as you have a clear shot, it actually pierces through them. Let's do this. Loot her over here. Over here. There we go. Whoop. Almost avoided that. So the Wyvern Blast, which is actually very useful for dealing damage, and also it actually has saved my life many times because of the when they attack it, it actually explodes, and sometimes they get stunned or knocked back. So I do tend to use that. I think it's a bit too early to go for the closeout, so I'm just gonna keep on wailing at her until she reaches until I get her to like mid health. She is hungry. I can see in the map that indication over there indicates that she's actually hungry. Can I jump on her? Nope. I hate that you have to do. I hate that you have to just like remove your gun, unequip your weapon to do certain actions. It really is annoying. And when you're wielding some of the weapons, like I have noticed that some actually other weapons are just really hard to use, especially when you're doing solo matches, because you don't have that good of a distraction, and most of them will leave you open to be attacked, even if they deal like decent damage. So I find that when you're playing solo, the best weapons are the ones that give you maneuverability with a nice steady stream, while basically keeping you safe. Need to reload. Whoop. Watch for it. Well, I'm out of ammo with this particular thing, so also we'll use this, and I want to go to the second one. And she's screaming again. I hate the screaming. It's the most annoying thing. Why is my phone giving me messages? There's actually two types of pierce ammo. I think this is the second one. Problem with these ones though is they have recoil. Okay, and she's leaving. She's going to the next area. So we're gonna reload all our ammo. And we're gonna pick the spread ammo. That's the way to go right now. So yeah, and we're going over here. This is this location here keeps you kind of like in a tight quarters at all times. So you're gonna be in a close combat with her at this point, and so you're gonna want to go up close. Now this requires a little bit of a concentration. If I stop talking, that means I'm trying to concentrate. So I apologize about that. Here we go. I'm gonna place one of these just in case, and here she comes. All right. So we're gonna wait until she's close. Oh, she went downstairs. My stupid Palico took her downstairs. There we go, she's now here. Alright, so. Forgot I was using that. It's really aggressive today. So, now we're going for the close-ups. Right there. Put another one of these. Just cuz. Come on, come closer. Palico is distracting her. That's not exactly something that I want because I'm trying to lead her to these locations. Over here. Come on. That's right. Go straight for the head. He's stunned. That's fine. Ooh, hello. I'll use you. I hate that you reload automatically after you remove your weapon. There are so many things that the game's mechanics can be clunky. That's a given, and you get hurt a lot because of that. Especially, I don't think that, were they actually even considering that you might be playing solo, because that's really not a. Some of the mechanics can be very clunky. But anyways, she's down on her head, and we're just wailing at her with the shotgun ammo. Because that's basically what spread is. It's basically shotgun ammo. And she's screaming again, and she's actually nearly dead. You can actually see in the minimap. She's actually almost dead. See if we can not let her leave. Come on. I'm a terrible shot. Damn it. Well, she's leaving now. She's going back to her nest. She's actually almost dead. Hang on, there's material out here. Jump down, you piece of shit. Come on. I hate these controls. There we go. Material. And up. So she goes on to her nest. Make sure you have the gliding mantle on you at all times. I'm gonna pop in a small little health potion. That's good. Pollen's footprints over there. They're always there. So we're gonna do that. Grab all this stuff on the way. So she's going to her nest to actually heal up. I don't know how much health they actually acquire when they're like, damn, I hate being tired. So I don't really know how much health they're gonna have. They actually regenerate when they're actually sleeping. But anyways, make sure you have the healing mantle, what I'm using right now. That way you can go straight up into her nest, reload ammunition, and we're gonna be placing these things here. And shoot. Then lure her over here. Come on. That's right. Palico's giving me some support. That's okay, I guess. I hate those things. Okay, so time for the second pierce ammo. So basically this is her last legs. This is like, who told you to remove your gun? So when you fight a monster in its nest, it's basically on its last legs, and right now Legiana is on her last legs. She will be attacking a lot, so make sure you actually have that. You can also use the verns over here to actually jump on her, if you feel like it, like I just did. And then spam the triangle button. Spam it. I need to move. Fuck. I actually did it. Wow. Okay, so she's on the ground. I fucking hate reloading while I'm equipping my gun because I need to shoot immediately. Why am I... What? What happened there? Whoa, that actually missed me. Got a near miss right there. Ooh, you're a big one. You're mad. Come here. Ooh! I took that right into the face. Okay, then. Why can't I use some weapons and heal at the same time? Is it that big of a deal? Does it make it that easy that the developers can actually add that into the game? Whoop. Okay, she is going to be doing that. Place one of these here. Oh, come on. You palicos. Well, let me get some explicit. And of course he comes to my way, bringing her right to me. Really? Now you come over here? And she's dead. Leading her to these things, to the traps, to the wyvern traps, is always handy. And it actually deals some decent damage and also stop her from attacking when needed. And can also finish them off. So there you have it. Carve my Legiana parts, get my reward from that. And I can literally do this over and over and over. Like, all you have to do after you've defeated the kill is essentially leave the expedition, collect your rewards, and then start the expedition again, and do pretty much everything all over again. And it's pretty much, you can farm Legiana that way. If you don't mind repetitivity, you can pretty much do this over and over, and you can pretty much get Legiana's parts and hopefully her sets. Thankfully, I am happy to say that Legiana's full set of armor does not require Monster Bone Plus, because that is a peach to actually acquire. I needed to acquire that to make the full set of Rathalos's armor, or Rathalos's armor, and it was a really big problem. But thankfully I was able to acquire the bone that I needed, and I completed the full set. I was lucky, I guess. But yeah, if you want to farm Legiana, this is pretty much the way I do it with the gun. I guess I can stop the expedition, go back to Astera. I'm gonna go to the trade yard, and I'm gonna just show you the equipment that I was using. Now, important fact is that when I was fighting Legiana, I already had some armor on me, so just to protect me. I did have Rathalos' armor most of the time because I was hunting. I was able to kill Rathalos before I went to the Coral Highlands. So we got a lot of hides, claws, frost sack, good, we need that, and monster bone plus. The thing that was rarest for me to get. You can't get monster bones from as a reward for defeating Legiana, and that's actually really, really nice. This thing, I actually use this thing, it's not really a big deal. I have noticed that every time I do get hurt, the fastest way for me to gain health is to essentially heal with a potion. So most of the time my Palicos' healing things would go to waste because I'm already healing myself. So I decided, you know what, how about we use this thing for now? And you know what, it turns out pretty well, the Choral Orchestra thingy. And it turns out pretty well, it actually buffs me, so that actually works. And also gives me extra health and defenses and extra attack, so yeah. I want to keep that thing and just upgrade it to the maximum if I can. So okay, so the last thing that I'm going to do before I end the video is I'm just going to show you the equipment that I was using. The weapon that I'm using, I use this gun a lot, especially I also use this gun to defeat Diablos and Rathalos. The key really is to defeat Rathian. You have to start off with Rathian, defeat her, get her full armor set. Then you can fight Rathalos and defeat him and complete his full set. And yeah, then you can actually, you know, go along and fight Legiana. The ice can be a pain, but as long as you dodge it, it doesn't hit you. So I do recommend, well, just avoiding getting hit by her ice attacks. So if you do get hit, just keep an eye on your stamina. When it comes to enemies who can fly, I do recommend ranged weapons. Easy to use. The light bowgun is, like I said, the best thing to use because it deals some decent damage, and most importantly, it uses thunder ammo, which is the key to, you know, destroying most of the creature's wings, so you can bring them down and go into ground combat more often. So if I go to my equipment, so this is the gun that I'm using, the Thunder Blitz. If I go to here, you can actually see these are the ammo it actually uses. You want to focus mostly on the slicing ammo to basically cut off wings or destroy them. The thunder ammo, which is for destroying enemies' wings, and then just focus on pierce ammo when you want to take some when in mid combat, in order to, like, in the mid phase of the combat, in order to, like, keep the creature at bay while dealing some massive damage. Try to aim for the head, or either from the back of the tail straight to the head, or from the head all the way back to the tail to deal with the most damage. Paralysis and poisons, you can also use those if you feel like it. They're okay, but they don't, you know, they're just to stack the damage. And you also use the spread ammo when the creature is grounded, or when the creature falls to the ground. You want to use spread ammo right into its face to basically deal the most damage. And of course, don't forget the Wyvern Blast. Use it as often as possible. It regenerates with time. It has a cooldown. It will regenerate, and you can use it. Put it on the ground, lead the monster towards it, and hopefully it'll attack and it'll deal damage to them, or even knock them out of the sky. Always helpful. I do have the Glutton's Charm, which gives me the ability to eat faster or drink potions faster. It works, and it's actually very, very nice. I want to upgrade this thing to the max if I can, because this is very useful, as it allows me to heal or eat food a lot faster, which is great. If you're fighting Legiana, like I said, you want the glider mantle for her to be able to defeat her. And well, for armor, like I said, I started out with Rathian, then went to Rathalos. I wasn't able to complete his full set immediately, but I was able to farm Legiana just from... I was using the Rathalos' headpiece, chest plate, the arms, and the legs. I was missing the belt, when I still had the Rathian build when I fought Legiana, but yeah, I was still able to like defeat her, and pretty much all of the Apex Predator's armor except for Diablo's is kind of the same. Well, that's pretty much just two Apex Predators. That's Rathalos. Rathalos and Legiana have they pretty much have the same armor. They just have different resistances. And obviously, as you build Legiana's parts, equip them to make the battle easier and easier with Legiana. And as for my Pelican, I already had the full set of Rathalos back when I actually had him. I did have the Rathalos blade, which I did forget to equip him, which deals fire damage and is a lot better than the weapon that deals that damage, that Legiana's armor, Legiana's blade, because it deals ice damage and Legiana is immune to that. So yeah, this is the video. I just wanted to make a how to fight a certain monster video with Legiana, since I was going to do this anyway. So yeah, this is the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed. I hope this was useful. Yeah, I'm having really fun with this game. Tons of fun, in fact. So yeah, thanks for watching. Stay cool, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.